Well, Nate, we went out last night.
Like we swore we wouldn't do.
Drank too much beer last night.
I can't do it.
I was a doctor. Senator's son.
Brad Pitt's brother.
A man on the run.
Yeah, that's a tough lyric.
Oh my goodness, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode.
Lady and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to episode 23, or it's 22.
I think it's 23.
Yeah, it is 23.
I think
actually.
it is. Yeah.
Episode 23 of season 2 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We are back in action in studio, and if you didn't get the vibe from the first little duet there, yes, we went out last night.
Things escalated quickly.
Yeah, we were at the simulators, crushing a few golf balls into the screen, which I haven't really figured out in its totality. Is it accurate? Is it fun?
No, it's not accurate, dude. It's a crapshoot.
But the pints led into phase 2 and into a bar, and the boys are, but the boys are up and at it. I mean, the boys are in here looking for it. So
one thing to touch on the simulator quick,
yep,
I know I don't hit my driver far.
Yeah.
But I'm not hitting it the same as my 6-iron. Like, it's a joke. I absolutely hit the thing as best I can, and it goes like 220 yards.
Yeah. You're like, no shot.
Well, yeah, and it's not like I hit my 6-iron 220 yards.
I was gonna say, holy smokes.
Yeah, it's absolutely juiced. But anyway, yeah, something not right there.
No, so the pregame show today. We'll talk a little bit about our night out, which we just did. The NFL Combine's on, Nate, in Indianapolis. Is an absolute gong show down there. And then the Project Parlay we'll get into. I do have a sincere apology for everyone. Quarter 1, BNHL talk. Quarter 2, little NBA action. We got the Playbook coming in that halftime show, Nate.
The fan favorite Playbook, halftime. Get ready.
Absolutely electric. Little quarter 3 PGA Tour talk. And quarter 4 bring us home with the MMA. But staying in the pregame show, Nate, the NFL Combine's going on down in Indianapolis. And I'm starting to think that it might be like no other leagues do this really, where they bring in the talent and they just put them through the ringer. Like they do some drills, but they figure out their bench press, they're high, they're vertical, I'm watching O linemen like pull down the line and then run like a corner route, and I mean it just seems like it's a bit superfluous. Like, is it a little over the top to have all these guys come in and do all these testings?
Probably a little bit. I think it's more so it's cooler looking back on guys.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah,
like you have like Cooper Kupp and stuff. Like,
yep.
And then you get to look back. Like he becomes a stud, and you get to look back at his combine. That's cool
for sure.
But I mean, at the time, it's like, I don't know. Like they're all relatively like one guy's going to come out. There's always going to be one storyline each time. You know what I mean? It's like this guy. What is it? The D lineman that was absolutely humming.
Yeah, everybody run like something outrageous, like 4.5 or something, and then there's like this Evan Neal who's 6'7", 340, and it looks like he's only got like 20% body fat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I do enjoy it. I mean, there's people who watch every minute of it, and it is fun to watch. And I just don't know how much of how much a stock is affected for a player.
How much is it going to change your draft positioning? I guess if you come in, I mean, it's more so. I feel like if you came in and would just like completely blew it out of shape.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that's
eh.
kind of the thing. I think.
Yeah, for sure. I just think that the college tapes, talking to their coaches about their work ethic, sitting down and just having a conversation about football and their character and trying to get a read on that. I think that's probably everything you need. But the combine, it is just such a, you have all the big coaches, all of the scouting staffs of each team, and it's a big time spectacle in the NFL, and it's been fun to watch down there in Indianapolis. But Nate, Project Parlay.
Oh no!
I'm gonna come out and just say I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna take a week off. I think we're gonna have 4 callers for the next one. I'm just not seeing the board well. I started things off with a minus 250, and the Habs ended up beating the Oilers 5-3. So I'm gonna take a week off. Yeah, I think I've deserved a sit on the bench, a sit on the sideline for a week. So I know you're hot. The Archer's hitting bullseyes. PD Parlay's in here hot. The Pick Doctor, I'm not sure what he was serving up for meds, but he gave out the wrong prescription.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Yeah.
I knew I was gold. I mean, what we're looking at it, Sam Reinhart had 2 shots in the first 8 minutes of the game. So I was like, well, I mean, jeez.
Yeah,
he's getting another one.
The gavel came out and Nate hammered it.
Yeah, it did. It was hammered promptly.
So yeah, we're inching closer. Yesterday, 3 for 5 on the Project Parlay, but it's gonna hit, folks. Stay with us.
Yeah, eventually.
Stay with us, and like we said, we're gonna do 4 callers. I'm not sure next Saturday, Nate, if we're going to be able to do it, because the boys are heading to Calgary in less than 24 hours. So.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see what time we end up getting in and stuff, but it might be Might be a little hard to get
sure.
get going there early in the morning.
Yeah, we might be able to do one up in the afternoon. We'll see. It's tentative. If not, then in 2 weeks' time we'll be back on the Project Parlay.
Yeah.
But Nate, that'll conclude the pregame show. We're moving into quarter one, National Hockey League talk.
Go.
And I wanted to start things off, Nate, in the NHL by talking about the Robertson brothers. And I know, oftentimes, we don't really talk about the small markets like Dallas, but this Jason Robertson guy, he's a heck of a player. He had a hat trick the other night. Obviously, we watched his celebration, like the dead man in the corner.
Just laying in the corner.
With the overtime winner.
Respect it.
Just kind of narrowing it into the Leafs fans. Do we think that Nick can potentially become the player that Jason is? I mean, Jason's a full-on stud.
I don't think so. I feel like they've kind of got him up right now. I feel like they're going to package him
in a deal.
Yeah, I think that's why he's up right now.
Okay, yeah.
I would reckon.
Scored a goal last night. Obviously, they lost to Vancouver, but yeah, I mean, the Robinson brothers, I mean, they're different players. Like Jason looks like he's like 6'4", and then Nick's like 5'8". I'm like,
Yeah,
was the mailman involved in that?
I'm not sold on the guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think he's going to be an impact guy in the league. And that might be a hot take. I'm sure there's like a couple Leafs fans that are like, oh, well, give him time. And yeah, for sure.
He's 20.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just like, I don't know. He just kind of like just buzzes.
He is a buzz bag.
He shoots the puck like...
Well, he got 9 points in 8 games in the A this year, and then he came up. He's got a goal in 4 games, but I know he wasn't playing very much in his first few games in the NHL. But we'll see, man. Yeah, and like you said, Nate, it could be a showcasing.
I think it is.
Tactic by the Toronto Maple Leafs by get him on the ice, get him in some action, and see what the offers are on him. And
I'm going to be interested to see who they're going after.
Yeah, for sure. And the cap juggling they're going to have to do.
What the move is.
We got to keep Muzzin on the LTIR, that's for sure.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
But Nate, staying in Leafs world, man, and this news came out a few weeks ago, and it's just absolutely terrible. It's heartbreaking news for Amirov, their first rounder, I think was it 2020, Nate?
I think so.
He's been diagnosed with brain cancer, and it's just so sad. So obviously, we're thinking about Amirov and just obviously Leafs Nation. I mean, you think about the family and just how much, that affects, the trajectory of the player, and just, you obviously health comes first, and we hope that, he can beat it and he can ring the bell. But gosh, he's definitely got a tough battle ahead, and it was devastating news to hear that Amirov, their top prospect.
For sure. We're rooting for the guy. It's a shame, man. It's too bad.
Definitely. But Nate, we're going to talk about your Washington Capitals here for a minute, because Anthony Mantha's back. Should end up being a nice boost to that top 6.
Yeah.
They've been struggling a bit. But I mean, there's still a bit of runway here left to kind of get it back on track. And I know come playoff time, they're not going to be a fun team to play in the first round.
No.
So
no one is in the East.
Oh, man.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Like, if we talk about the East quickly, the Metropolitan's pretty much set in stone. You're going to have Carolina, New York, Pittsburgh, and Washington come out of that division. And then the Atlantic, you've got both Florida teams, Tampa and Florida. You've got the Leafs and the Bruins. So, I mean,
like, who is the? You know what I mean? If you have say they did a setup where you finished first and you got to pick who you played.
Yeah.
Who do you take?
I'm taking the Rangers personally.
Yeah, I think I would side that way as well.
Obviously, I get your Sturkin's playing well. He can steal a series most definitely. I just think that they might be
unproven.
A little unproven. Young in some spots. That's Zibanejad, Panarin, Kreider, tandem, and even Strome throwing that. Like, they've obviously got some really high end talent there, but I think that's the team. I look around. I mean, Pittsburgh, Boston, and Washington kind of are all in the same tier for me. A lot of playoff experience. Yeah. Don't really want to take them on in a 7-game series. They're just wily Hall of Fame veterans on each team,
and even you get to the Leafs, and you're like, eventually it's going to happen for them.
Yeah, and then you got that, and then you've got the tier of their own of Tampa. You don't want to play Tampa in any sort of playoff series, and then you've got that other tier of Florida, Carolina, and Toronto, kind of the unproven, but a lot of upside, high ceilings.
I mean, even Carolina's gone on a few little solid runs. I mean, what was it? 2019, they get to the conference final.
Okay, yeah.
I think Boston swept them that year in the conference final, I do believe.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, I mean, they're a solid squad all the way through. Man, that, like we talked about it last episode, that Eastern playoff is going to be sick. How about those trades we were looking at the other day on what was it? One of the accounts, because like now the
Daily Face-Off.
No, I think it was Hockey Collective.
Okay,
maybe.
Yeah.
But
mock deals.
Yeah, it's trade deadline.
You can't
season.
do mock deals, man.
The mock deals, you're gonna get like somebody's not going to agree with it anyway. But like when you're putting up Patrick Kane for Capo Caco, straight up,
up.
like who okayed that?
Yeah,
It's ridiculous, dude.
I mean, some of the NHL accounts, scrolling through those trades, you just have no idea what teams, you can try to forecast all you want. And honestly, too, come deadline, a lot of players have a little bit more pull than you would think. And Claude Giroux comes to mind when saying that. But yeah, I think this trade deadline is going to be insane, man. I really do. I think there's going to be like those 8 teams that we talked about are probably looking to add. Maybe not so much the Tampas of the world and the Carolinas of the world, but Florida might look to add. Toronto's probably looking to shuffle things up. Boston always makes a move or 3 at the deadline.
Like Washington's probably going to add something.
Washington will
They'll
for
probably
sure.
go the route of like a depth defenseman.
Yeah, that seems to be a Washington.
That's what they do. Yeah, it's weird, but
and Pittsburgh's kind of in a tough spot as well at the cap. So I'm not sure. I think they might stay put. I mean, I know they're trying to hold on to a lot of draft equity that they have. And
they look good, man.
They do, man. They play hard, man.
Really good,
man. I mean, Mike Sullivan, what a great coach
he is.
He is in Pittsburgh, man. Like there was a time when Crosby was out, Malcolm was out, and these guys were still reaming off dubs, man.
I remember 2016 when they won their first cup. Just watching them in like the final and going through, like he had everything down to such a science. Like just you couldn't even get a pass back to the point. Just everything cut off in every option.
Oh, he's dialed in, man.
Unbelievable coach.
Yeah, and I mean, we pretty much wrote them off at the beginning of the season, so they've shoved it up our hoops.
Yeah, I was the biggest, I said, there's no shot, they're toast.
I know.
And Jari's been a stick. I called him a bum.
Yeah, he's been awesome.
He's been unbelievable.
But hey, we're heading tomorrow to the Battle of Alberta. It's kind of hard to say that. It's hard to envision us sitting in a jam-packed hockey arena tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
And that tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, like I haven't been on a plane since 2019.
Yeah.
With all this COVID, so it's should be a good time.
For sure. I think that's the 3rd episode in a row. You've let the folks know. It's been since 2019, Nate.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Well, there you go. There you have it, folks.
We'll try to
I can't remember anything I say.
No, but what are we thinking for predictions? I mean, the Flames are red hot. They've won 12 of 13. You got McDavid and the boys getting rinsed by Montreal. I think I'm going to ride Edmonton money line. I'm going to have my Flames jersey on, but I think that's where the value is going to be.
Oh, the value will be there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not touching them.
No?
No, I'm going Calgary.
Are you?
And I'm not even the biggest Calgary guy.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of a pretender.
Okay.
But I'll go them.
We'll see.
I'm absolutely putting the farm on Washington Tuesday night.
Are you?
Back-to-backs for Calgary.
Okay.
The boys.
I might put the farm on an Ovechkin bingo.
I like that. He's hot in Calgary.
Okay. But yeah, so we got the trade deadline just around the corner, folks. We're going to be in Calgary next week, so the content's going to be pouring in from the hockey scene. So we got Pete Blackburn coming on in a couple weeks' time, talk trade deadline. So we're excited about that. But Nate, that'll conclude quarter 1, episode 22 of season 2 of the Intermission podcast. We're going to move into quarter number 2, I apologize. In quarter number 2, we're talking NBA.
Yeah.
Our guy DeMarcus Cousins. We're talking about how much of a dominant force this guy was in 2016, 2017 when he was playing on the Kings.
Comes out, drops 31.
Drops 31 in his debut in
We
Denver.
say he fell off the earth a couple episodes ago, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's been getting picked up. I mean, he must have played on 5 teams in the last couple seasons. Just really hasn't found it. But then he makes this mark, man. That could be a nice sneaky pickup for Denver. Obviously, riding behind Jokic, and if you have both of them in. Yeah, those are some big lads to try to body out in the paint. So cool ad by Denver. I mean, I'm not sure what they're going to do come playoff time. I don't think Jamal Murray's back yet, but I think Michael Porter Jr. is getting healthy. I mean, obviously you got Jokic. He's such a force, but I mean, there may be a team that can make some noise in the West. I don't think so. I think
it's just tough.
Yeah, man. With Phoenix has lost 12 games.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like,
and then you have Golden State too. It's like it doesn't matter how many games Golden State loses. Like they're going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with come playoff time.
Definitely. So that Western Conference, it seems like it's going to be kind of that Golden State Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that conference final. That'd be
heat.
Yeah, that might be the 18th episode in a row I brought that up.
Yeah, the last episode we brought up Nick Stauskas after a 57-point game in the G League. He
followed a straight up DI boost.
Yeah, he did
directly to the contract books.
Yeah, he did. He ended up getting 43 the following game, and now he got picked up with the Celtics, signed a 2-year contract, back in the league. Canadian Nick Stauskas, happy for him, Nate, man. That's huge.
Yeah, I was a little shocked by the 2-year. I figured like a 1 year, you know? It's like, but I mean, maybe they're just like, okay, this guy's hot. Let's just lock him up.
Absolutely.
Get him cheap.
He can play some bench minutes, man. And obviously, he can score. So,
no kidding.
We're pumped for Nick Stauskas, Canadian kid. getting the call for the Boston Celtics. So excited for him.
Good stuff.
Nate, there's some news out of New Orleans. The New Orleans team's making a bit of a playoff push. They're starting to make some noise. I think they've won 4 in a row. CJ McCollum was a nice pickup. Obviously got Brandon Ingram. He's a great scorer. They might have their first overall pick back a little bit sooner than expected. He's been cleared. Zion Williamson, I'm referring to, has been cleared for all basketball activities. So we'll see what Zion's going to bring to the table. I mean, obviously we've been pretty quick to rip on him, and how he's looking a little overweight, and how he's been sitting on the sidelines all season, not calling CJ after the acquisition. But I mean, we'll see, Nate. It'd be exciting for them to get him back, because I know he can. He's got some skills, man.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is a first overall pick. This guy's coming in. I'm just hoping nothing happens where he just flares up the injury. Hopefully, the guy can get to play some basketball.
For sure.
I don't want to see him get injured again. And it seems like this foot injury is really lingering on the guy as well.
Yes.
Obviously. Yes. There's been a few setbacks with it. So hopefully everything's all good with the guy, and he can get her going.
I agree, man.
He's an absolute force.
Yeah, no, it's gonna take some time to get back into shape.
Oh my God, yeah.
You would think hopefully maybe in a month's time we'll see him, maybe sooner, and it'd be fun to see Zion back in the mix, because he is an electric player. He's a big dude. Nate. So I was texting Nate last week, and the Lakers were playing the Clippers. I know the Lakers, they were in just a huge, I think they'd lost 5 in a row, so just a huge skid. And I was like, I'm putting the account. I put the account. I didn't have much money in my account, but I put it on the Lakers. Would have paid, would have got me right back on the horse, and they lost. So I had to, refill the account. But but the Lakers, man, obviously kind of excluding last night, LeBron James had 56. They ended up beating the Golden State Warriors, but man, they've been a dumpster fire. I mean, I can't read Russell Westbrook, and obviously it doesn't seem like his talents are going to mesh there in LA. And then you got Anthony Davis wearing pajamas every game. So
yeah, you do.
They're in a hurting spot, man.
I just don't know where Russell wants to go.
Yeah.
I'm so flabbergasted by the whole fact of it. It just seems like everywhere he goes, he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
so it's
for sure.
Well, what is the end market you want to be in?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He seems like a guy where he needs to be the only superstar, the man. He needs to demand a ton of usage. He needs to play just that ISO ball, and he just, anyway. Hasn't meshed in LA, and it's almost kind of forecasting that move. It's you could almost tell that it just didn't seem like it was going to be a great move for the Lakers. Yeah. But obviously with Anthony Davis on the sidelines, their team's nowhere near what they're capable of doing. So I mean, I think they're going to be a playoff team, at least a play-in team. We'll see what happens, man.
Is Anthony Davis done for the year?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so, but
no, he's just sitting out, absolutely milking it, dude.
He's got the pajama pants on and everything, just getting absolute crust.
He's made of glass.
Oh my God, so Zion.
Yeah, so if we think about some guys made of glass for professional sports, anything come to mind? Guys who are absolutely made of glass?
Well, I mean, Zion, obviously. Yep. He's been Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I think Christian McCaffrey, running back for Carolina, he plays 3 games a season, it seems.
Ben Bishop retired now, but that guy was just injured all the time.
Feels like Malkin's been injured a ton.
Yeah, Malkin's had some. Just off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Krejci used to be a bit of a Band-Aid as well.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a guy. Most guys on Washington usually they play a fair bit, but this year it's been outrageous.
Yeah. The games lost to does Max Pacioretty or Mark Stone give you a Band-Aid vibe?
I mean, Stone this year for sure.
Yeah.
I usually somehow end up with Mark Stone in fantasy most seasons, and he's usually been okay.
Okay.
But this year is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's been
they're kind of holding him off now too. I think they're doing the old Kucherov for Eichel.
Yeah. So, they're holding them off for the playoffs.
I don't if you just think of the guys that Vegas has, I don't even understand how they're under the cap.
I know.
You got Pacioretty over there for $1 million or a boatload of money.
Yeah. Pietrangelo.
Yeah, Pietrangelo is 8.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shea Theodore. What's Robert Leonard? He's got to be 6 or 7.
Yeah, it has to be.
Stone 10.
Eichel's 10. Stone's, I think Stone is 10.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of guys over there that are making a ton of money, but I think they're balancing the cap like every other team.
Yeah,
maybe them.
Well, it's so damn low,
for sure. All right, Nate, that'll conclude quarter 2.
Yeah,
season 2. This is episode 22 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We're moving into the playbook, fan favorite playbook.
Oh my God.
Energy levels are kind of low, Nate. We're kind of just absolutely floating through here, but that's fine.
Well, let's absolutely hum the wheels off this then.
All right, bud, hit me with it.
All right, guy. You're jammed in an alleyway.
Okay.
There's a fence at one end and a raging pit bull foaming at the mouth staring you down.
Yep.
What's your move?
I'm climbing the fence.
Barbed wire top.
Gosh. like the circular barbed wire?
Yeah, like that stuff, that prison stuff.
Okay.
Why
Yeah,
they have it in an alley? I don't run the town.
So like this is a weird train of thought here, but so like if you got a big dog, like probably like how much does a pit bull weigh? 80 pounds? 100 pounds?
Yeah, maybe. Something like that.
So
maybe not that much, maybe a little less.
Yeah, 70 pounds. So like if you're like in a brawl,
Yeah.
you beat the pit bull.
Yeah, the only thing is these teeth.
Yeah.
Could be a
I
major
think
issue.
I'm flying in with a kick.
Okay.
I'm flying in with a kick.
You got to, and you got to hit, and hopefully it doesn't grab your shin.
Exactly. A huge kick. And then they get the fist flying, and then hopefully you beat the dog. But I can't be climbing a barbed wire fence, man. There's
Getting caught in that thing.
Yeah, there's some serious repercussions of messing up that climb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go after the pit bull, Nate, foaming at the mouth, I guess.
I love it.
All right, Nate.
I guess.
You're heading into a Walmart on a Saturday morning. You know, vibes are low. Obviously, a Walmart's not the most ideal spot to be rolling into.
Rolling into Walmart.
But Livy's in there, and you're gonna meet Livy for the first time. But you have one of two outfit choices.
All right.
You've got pajama bottoms.
Classic.
Your grittiest pair of pajama bottoms.
Oh boy.
Or a cut-off MMA t-shirt that says tap out.
Okay, well, first things first, there's zero shot I'm wearing a tap out shirt. There is no way. No way I'm wearing that. I'm going to pull the pajama pants.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to like try to do an icebreaker of like a joke being like, yeah, I figured I'd fit in out here, you know? Like, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the pajama pants.
Yeah,
I can't wear a tap out tee. Anyone who wears a tap out tee should be ashamed of themselves. Those shirts are outrageous. Like, are you going to the UFC?
Yeah. Are you going to tap me out, are you?
Yeah. What are you going to street fight me?
Yeah. All of a sudden you're...
Like, you got your child in the cart. Like, take it easy. Take off the shirt. Like, all right. Second one for you.
Yep.
You're in the jungle.
Okay.
And you somehow get wrapped up by a giant anaconda. What's the move?
Well, you wiggle yourself out of there. You do your best to, man. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm suffocating or I'm getting crushed.
You are getting crushed for sure.
So, like, what is the... It's die?
I mean, there's... I just want to hear what you do. What's your struggle?
Oh, my goodness.
I just kidding.
Well, I'm laying out a war cry. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't know, man. I mean, that's have you seen those things on Discovery TV? Like,
oh my goodness.
Like the fact that those things are on the planet.
Some of the people that catch the footage,
Yeah,
props to you.
Yes.
Props to you. Just getting in the trenches, and they catch you. You ever seen Battle at Kruger?
No.
There's a big time YouTube video. It's got like 100 million views, and it's like this. Just getting off topic here a bit, but hilarious video. It's a bunch of buffalo.
Okay.
And then a bunch of cheetahs come in, and they're trying to eat the buffalo. The buffalo takes off, gets in the water, and then the alligator's chewing on there's three animals involved. You should really YouTube Battle at Kruger. It's unbelievable.
I'll take a peek at that. All right, Nate, you're on a 5-hour flight.
Yeah.
You roll onto the airplane, you're a little bit anxious, and your seat is sandwiched between the TLC's 600-pound sisters.
Oh,
what's your play?
Well, I'm hoping I remember my nose plugs. Well, they're going to be stinking. You can't, you know what I mean?
You
can't. Yeah, I've seen the show.
Okay.
I've been watching 600-Pound Life like it's my day job lately.
Okay. And they've got a bit of a stench?
Bit of a stench. There's so many extra, layers that you can't wash under all.
Oh.
You know you're missing something.
I'm just painting just the most greasy photo in my head.
Well, you're probably spot on. It's
so
bad.
what's your play? So nose plugs?
Nose plugs and just I don't know. I'm gonna talk to them.
And
about
melatonin.
Talk to them about the show probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get some content out of it. I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Here's your last one. You awake in the Cincinnati Zoo, May 28th, 2016. Greg, what's your move?
Holy smokes!
What?
Is that Harambe?
Yeah.
So how did Harambe pass?
I believe he was shot.
I'm gonna try to save him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like to hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to save Harambe. Obviously, rest in peace, Harambe. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna talk people out of it. You know, a good negotiator.
I think the biggest thing to do is just tell the guy not to get in the cage.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? There's always people
This
getting
is
in
a
animal cages. It's a zoo.
Yeah. I don't get that. Yeah. Seriously, I'll do everything at my disposal to try to hold back any confrontation. But I mean, yeah, that's a tough one, Nate. All right, Nate, your final one here.
Yeah.
You're at Universal Studios, Disney World. You're on the loop-de-loop roller coaster, and a guy pukes all over you. You're pissed. You get off the roller coaster. What do you do?
I get off?
Yeah, you're both walking off the roller coaster.
I mean, I go up to him, probably just give him a swift punch directly in the nose.
Okay.
And then be like, listen, buddy, like I know, and then just totally talk it down. Be like, accidents happen. Yeah. Just whack him.
Okay.
But yeah, that would be, I have been puked on before. It's terrible.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not going to give names out, but
That's a tough scene, man.
it was bad. I was in a car and the person was like in the middle seat and they just like couldn't get out and they just, whatever reason, puked on me.
Dude, I've got a story. I was in high school and my parents were away, so I had a bit of a party. And
Vintage.
a friend of mine and his girlfriend stayed over, and the girlfriend puked all over my parents' room and didn't tell me.
Oh man. I've had
That's a fun chat.
That happened
when they get home.
Yeah, that happened to one of my buddies too.
No way.
Yeah, just like super religious parents too. Like there was nothing, like they were away.
Yeah.
And like there was no shot like they were going to allow a party.
Yeah.
And the same thing, man. Somebody pukes in the bed.
Yeah.
Puked in their parents' bed, didn't tell them, just left. It's like, dude, like
Such a hard thing to explain.
yeah, because
And plus, too, it's like okay, it happened, but why the heck did you not clean it up?
yeah.
You know?
I did that in high school too. I had a party and I like over cleaned the house.
Okay.
So they were like, all right, well, one, you're not keeping it this clean.
Yeah.
And I forgot an entire room and it was a nightmare. Just filled with puke and like clean the whole house. They walk in, they're like, look,
like,
we already had a hunch, but this is more than confirmed.
There's 38 cold shot cans.
Yeah,
half of them cracked like a shotgun. cut.
Yeah. It's like, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Cold shots. They still make those?
I haven't had one
God,
of those
they're
since high school.
trash.
Oh, terrible.
Jeez, how they even sell those is a miracle to God.
All right, Nate, we're moving out of the halftime show. Moving into quarter three, we're talking PGA Tour. It's your Arnold Palmer Invitational down at Bay Hill in Florida. Our guy Rory McIlroy got off to a hot start. He was 7 under after the first day. You got Rick Hovland, Victor Hovland in the mix. And so I think it's Taylor Gooch and Billy Horschel are in the lead at -7. It's not oftentimes the lead was Victor Hovland at -9 after day 2. It came back to -7 after 3 days.
crazy.
There's a ton of guys still in the mix. I mean, you think there's got to be 10, 15 guys within 4 strokes. So it's going to be an exciting Sunday at Bay Hill.
Yeah,
Nate.
I'm hoping Willie Z can remove head from rectum.
Dude,
Just get her going.
we're talking about it, man. He's our one and done pick. I've never, ever in my life seen a guy putt so bad.
Yeah, it's outrageous. How about the what was it, the John Rahm putt too? Did you see that?
Dude,
Where he
was that the worst shot in the history of golf?
it had to be up there. It was outrageous.
It was a 10-inch putt, and he hit it in an inch.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was
I don't
insane.
understand that. But yeah, I
Just
mean,
a big-time blunder.
which is like it happens. It's just like,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know though.
It's a fate. Hey, go ahead.
No, nothing on that.
Okay, it's amazing the science of putting. There's so many different, like, people struggle with putting so much. And this Willie Zalatoris guy is an incredible ball striker. Like, he is attacking flags and can't convert because he's got this putter all the way up his forearm and then he's claw gripping it at the bottom.
Yeah, you got to reckon like maybe that's just not the move. Like just get a
No.
conventional putter.
Exactly.
Like,
Conventional grip.
yeah,
And just learn how to
exactly.
putt.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this is what you do for a job. Like, practice for 4 hours a day.
Yeah. No, legit though. Get the putting dialed in, dude. You could be absolutely cleaning up shop.
It's been bad, man. It's been bad. But Nate, next week, TPC Sawgrass for the players. I'm super pumped. This field is absolutely juiced, man.
Yeah.
It's the best field in golf because a lot of the majors have guys from the European Tour. Like, these are the top players on the planet. Every single name in golf will be playing. It's going to be super fun on DFS, outright bets. We'll probably give 5 outright bets each night next week just due to the fact that it's the players. You got Cammie Smith rolling back in. I know he's your guy, but yeah, man. I mean, you name him.
Played in a little
Dustin
bit.
Johnson, Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau,
Boys.
Rory.
The big guns are back.
Morikawa. Yeah, it's going to be Patrick Cantlay. It's going to be a lot of fun. Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth. You name them, they're playing. So I'm excited for that, Nate.
Yep.
We'll give out the outright bets. I think it's going to be a top tier guy who wins it. I mean, it usually is. Like,
Well, it'd be hard not to when you get that many guys in there, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I might even for the one and done. I might pull the old John Rahm card out.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of hasn't been playing fantastic.
Might not be the time.
No, I'm gonna wait on him.
Might be my DJ.
Okay.
Like Burn DJ.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he hasn't been playing fantastic either, but he's a guy.
He is a
He
guy.
can come out of the woodwork any day of the week. I wanted to talk about Ricky Fowler, and he made 3 straight cuts. He's starting to play a bit better, but he won the Players in 2016. Gives you a 5-year exemption. He's the 7th alternate this week. He hasn't played well enough on the tour in the last 5 years to get a spot in
It's
this.
so crazy.
It's shitty, man.
It's brutal how that happens, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like you never guaranteed.
No,
Like
it's brutal.
I feel like they got to kind of change something there. Not with like that per se, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, just like, I guess it's kind of cool how you have to like work for your money. You know what I mean?
You've got to earn it out there.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I
Like,
love
you don't
that.
have that guaranteed money. It makes it a lot better for sure.
I love that on the tour. There's so many great golfers too.
I'm sure they don't love it, but you know, you'd like to have that guaranteed paycheck. I'm sure on like from their end, but I guess you get the sponsorships. Like,
Oh man,
yeah, they're all right.
They're
Like,
getting money left, right. Especially a guy like Ricky Fowler's in every ad. You know,
Yeah,
the
that's-
man.
yeah, that's
you watch
true.
the Golf Channel, every second commercial is Ricky Fowler.
he's in a few betting commercials, isn't he?
Dude, he's in them all.
Oh,
He's in them all.
he's in
Seriously.
everything. He's the Shaquille O'Neal of golf for ads.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, this guy is in like Mercedes, Puma, Cobra.
I've seen the Puma. I've seen the Cobras. And I've seen a betting one, but I haven't seen like a Mercedes or anything.
What else? Some Intact or Geico or some insurance
That's
company.
classic.
Like, I mean, you name it, he's in there. And anyway, all right, Nate, that'll conclude quarter 3 of episode 22 of season 2 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We're moving into quarter 4, and it's MMA. It's the most gruesome sport known to man.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the prelims are on Nate in the background. I can't watch it at a bar because you've got to be fully intent to what's going on.
Yeah.
And I just like,
I need sound.
yeah, for
I
sure.
need sound for
Yeah.
it. I have a hard
And I
time.
need
like
the ability to make sound like, oh.
yeah, and
You know?
not look like you're, giving birth.
Yeah,
at
that's
the table. Like,
that's correct.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
it's like some people not watching. It's
all-
like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a tough look when you have both heels on the table and you're watching UFC and you're like is this dude having a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's anyway. Colby Covington in UFC 272 ended up beating Jorge Masvidal by decision. This guy he's got a mouth like I've never seen before in my life. He's Conor McGregor 2.0, but he calls out calls out the Diamond Dustin Poirier. So maybe that fight's coming up, man. A ton of stamina. I mean, Jorge Masvidal, you got to think he's going to retire. He's 37.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's videos of him street fighting with Kimbo Slice, like in that backyard fighting
Kimbo.
ring. Yeah. So,
Forgot about old Kimbo.
dude, he ran a fist fighting league in Florida.
Really?
Yeah. You should watch those videos on YouTube. They're
I will.
insane.
That's
Like you take one of these punches to the chin and you're sleeping.
Yeah.
These guys eat them.
I mean, an average guy could knock me out,
Dude.
let alone
Jorge Masvidal with taped up wrist. Dude, it's insane, man. And anyway, the pick doctor last night gave us our prescription for the day. It was Greg Hardy. He ended up getting knocked out, I do believe. So Greg Hardy for Hardy for me. And we were getting a lot of heat on the Instagram post. People were like, Greg Hardy?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, the doctor let us down again.
Yeah, the doctor sucks. No, doctor comes in. He's got the high energy. Yeah, Greg Hardy got absolutely KO'd.
Did he ever, man? Did he ever?
Tough, but.
You hate to see it, but Nate, there's some fighting. There's some fun fights just around the corner. We got Paddy Pimblett. I'm not sure if you've seen this guy. He's a British dude. He's gonna be, a superstar. He's got the baby face, long blonde hair. He's got the great accent, and he's undefeated in the UFC. So he fights on March 19th, and then we've got Volkanovski and the Korean Zombie for the featherweight belt on April 9th, and then we've got Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje on May 7th for the welterweight belt. So there's some belt fights coming up. I'm going to buy one of those pay-per-views. I keep saying that I'm going to do it. I need to sit down and buy a pay-per-view event. Because they're just too fun to watch. I think it's going to be the Gaethje Oliveira fight like that. Like I like Justin Gaethje a lot. He's the guy who lost to Habib in Habib's final fight. But yeah, that's going to be super exciting.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just when you talk about pay-per-views, it's nice to get those like. It's nice when you get like a crew together,
Yeah.
And you're ready to rock,
Yeah.
and like you get it.
Supplement
like that's the
the-
time, but I mean, when you're
divvy
doing
it
it by
up.
yourself, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's a lot to eat.
It is for
Yeah,
sure.
it's
It's
a
like
lot to
what are
eat.
they up to now? Like $80?
Yeah, 80 to 100 bucks.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, geez, I remember when they were 60.
yeah,
It wasn't so bad,
for sure.
but now it's like holy smokes, man.
I remember for
And
the
they're every week, It's like holy smokes, like they've
well,
got to have a package.
No, but if it's a fight night, like if it's not like a UFC numbered, if it's just a fight night, those are free. And
Yeah.
they're always on TSN. So like 3 free ones and then 1 paid one a month. What? I mean, usually the guys that you want to watch, you got to pay for.
Yeah, which I mean, obviously makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to make the money somehow.
All right, Nate, but we kind of zoomed through that. I mean, holy smokes! Unfortunately for the listeners, it's the last episode until next Sunday. So you're gonna have a week without the DI, but we're gonna be pumping content out.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna be live all the time on Instagram and on TikTok. So we'll be checking in with you guys with our adventure in Calgary. But Nate, post game show that'll conclude quarter 4. Post game show, Fire Wagon and Dog Water of the week. Who you got?
I'm starting with my dog water.
All right.
I'm going Matt Murray.
Okay. Yeah. Oh
Matt
man,
Murray.
dude.
I'm telling you, man, I've been on this guy's case for 5-7 years now.
You have it's fact.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And, I feel bad for the guy. He got sent down to the AHL, but it just doesn't seem like he cares.
Dude.
It just doesn't seem like he cares. There's zero shot he stays in Ottawa. He must be just waiting to get out of there.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, but yeah, he's just brutal. He's my dog water. Not a fan of the guy.
My dog water of the week is John Tavares.
I love that too.
Yeah, John Tavares. I mean, obviously he scored last night, so he ended his streak. But this is an $11 million player who went over a calendar month without scoring a goal.
Yeah.
Tough scene there. I mean, I know he's lost his stat or whatever, and he is a great piece for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But his performances in the last month, prior to last night, he played well. I think 2 nights ago as well. But he was my dog water, Nate. I felt as if I needed to shit on John Tavares once while he was struggling.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching every game, just hoping he doesn't score.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the streak keep going, but obviously that's not the case. My fire wagon of the week, I'm going with Austin Matthews.
Okay.
Keeping it in the hockey. This guy's he's up to 40 now.
Yeah.
From last night. I feel like no one's really, it's almost just expected.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's not getting quite, I know, the Toronto media absolutely.
But let's not forget, too, he missed the first 3 weeks of the year.
Dude, he has 40 goals already. This guy's I
He's
always
going to break Rick Vive's record.
What is it?
54 goals. Rick Vive, the most ever by a Toronto Maple Leaf. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to reckon.
I think so.
I mean, unless he gets injured this year, man, we're only 56 games in. He's got 40.
That's insane, man. This guy's a walking goal.
He might get 60.
Yeah.
This would be the first guy since Stamkos in 2012, I do believe.
It's insane.
Which is outrageous.
It's insane.
So that's my fire wagon, Austin Matthews.
My fire wagon, I just kind of shit on him a little bit, but it's Richard Fowler. Richard. Dick Fowler's been playing well, man. He's made 3 straight cuts. He's starting to find his game a little bit. I hope that he starts to find it come major time, because I know he's a big game hunter, man. I know the Ricky of late, people are quick to jump on him and trash on him, but this guy can play. And Ricky Fowler's my fire wagon of the week, and I'm hoping that gives him a little bit of juices moving forward. I hope I get the DI bump.
Get the DI bump.
Yeah.
All
right, Nate, we're off to Calgary.
We are.
Let's absolutely ride.
So I guess we should check in. I don't think we'll have a episode Friday.
No.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just float that out. But yeah, so no episode Friday, because we'll be traveling. But we will be back in a week.
100%.